Okay. There's gonna be a lot of information in this video.
Knowledge.
So buckle up, grab a snack.
Get your coffee. Small dark roast, 2 sugars, and a pat of donut.
Hello, my legendary children. Welcome back to my... That's not my intro. Hello, my legendary children. What is my intro? What is going on with me? What is happening to me?
What the fuck?
Hello, my legendary children. My name is Ethan, and welcome back to my mental breakdown. There we go. How we doing? How we feeling? What's our truth today? My truth today is that My truth today is that I'm probably gonna die within the next 7 minutes. Knock on wood that I don't. I'm not gonna... Oh my god. Oh my god. Why are we barking? Why are you barking?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay. In this video, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about getting your music up on streaming platforms. This is not... How do I even say this? This is not like a get-rich-quick scheme or like how to get your music to blow up. These are just the steps that you're going to need to take to release some music and to get the most out of your release when you're just starting out. And I'm warning you, it is a lot of work. It's a lot of steps. It takes a long time, but it is so worth it in the end. So this is the Independent Artist Music Release Plan. Hi, I look like chicken teriyaki. I just want to say that I'm not claiming to be an expert or the most knowledgeable person or a professional at anything that we're talking about in this video. I'm just sharing you my experiences and the things that I've learned. So if I get something wrong, don't come at my throat. If I get some terminology wrong, don't roast me in the comments. And if anybody out there watching this is an expert or is a professional on things that we're talking about in this video, please kindly educate me and the other viewers in the comments. Anyways, I love you. Please enjoy this video. Obviously, the first thing you want to do is choose your release date. Traditionally, new music comes out on a Friday. It's also a good idea to research what artists are releasing music when, especially artists in your genre, and using that information to plan your release. Then you can give your release its own moment. You know, does that make sense? Once you choose your release date, you want to set subsequent dates for each step of the release campaign. Make a calendar for your release campaign. That way you can keep everything organized. And it's also a good idea to set goals and benchmarks for your release. Like even simple things. Like I want to get X amount of streams in the first week, or in the first month, or in the first year. I want to get X amount of listeners within the first month, or the first 6 months. After you've chosen your release date, you want to finish your masters. Whether you're mastering them self or you're sending them off to get mastered, you want your masters to be done, oh my god. You want your oh my god.
Today, Junior!
You want your masters to be done 8 to 12 weeks out from your release. Getting your mixes and masters done early means that you can devote your time to the release campaign instead of trying to spearhead the business side of things while still finishing up the music. Because then you're gonna get distracted, you're gonna get overwhelmed, and the music and the release campaign are both gonna suffer. And I've made that mistake in the past. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Ma's gravy. Once your masters are finished, you're gonna want to go ahead and finalize everything for your release. Like your cover art, the color scheme, the typefaces, any kind of visual theme, and the things to create this world that the single or the album or the EP is going to live within. I mean, you don't have to do that. But to me, that's the most fun part of a release, is creating this little world for it to live within. The music videos, what the lyric videos look like, promo photos, all the social media content. It's important to have a recognizable and appealing visual element to your release. And if that visual element doesn't come naturally to you, consider working with a graphic designer or an artist or somebody like that. But again, none of that is completely necessary. It's just a lot of fun, for me at least. And the more content you can push out, the better your release is going to do. You should start trying to finish that up around the time that you're finishing up your masters. The next thing I want to talk about is a press release. Getting in touch with music blogs, with magazines, radio stations, playlist curators. Search for platforms in your genre, which can be done with a simple Google search, like indie pop radio stations or indie rock music blogs, or whatever your genre is, magazines. Email as many as you can, because then you'll have a better chance of getting a response. Be formal, precise, get swiftly to the point, don't sell yourself short. Most importantly, do not hound people, especially if they don't respond. That's how you develop a bad reputation, and nobody will want to work with you. Oh, also don't do a copy and paste generic email where you just change the name every time you send it to a new person. That's just a one-way ticket to getting ignored. I mean, you can do that, but don't expect many responses. Also, be realistic. Don't cold email NPR and expect to get a prompt response back. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Also, around this time, you're going to want to initiate the distribution, which is the actual process of getting your music onto streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon. But using a distributor like CD Baby, DistroKid, I use Lander. I used to use TuneCore, but it's expensive. Do your research on which one works best for you. I think CD Baby and DistroKid are like the two best ones. But I use Lander and I love it. Their customer service is amazing and they make everything so easy. But using one of those distribution services, sending music out far in advance. I'm talking like 4 to 6, maybe even 6 to 8 weeks out.
I know I keep repeating myself, but the farther you do any step of this process in advance, the better. Getting things done early is going to save you so much time and so much stress, especially when it comes to the parts of the process you have to rely on other people for, like distribution. So get your shit done and get it done in advance.
Make sure you carefully input all the data to prevent any errors. Make sure the spelling is right for everything. Make sure everybody's getting proper credit. Make sure everybody is properly listed for songwriting and producing credits. But doing all of this far in advance will help you if any issues arise, then you can correct them easily and still have time to spare. Also another thing, when you are releasing your music, make sure that it's not accidentally being put on another profile of an artist of a same or similar name. I remember when I put out my song Saturday Night with my friend Slick, there are like 5 other people on Spotify named Slick, and the song got placed onto one of their profiles. So like I said before, make sure you're putting all of the information in correctly so you don't have problems further down the line. Okay. Once you deliver the music to the platforms, you're going to want to keep an eye on your emails, and you should get an email from your distributor that your music has been sent and delivered to the streaming platforms. And once you've confirmed that your music has been delivered, you're going to want to do 2 things. You're going to want to ask for your pre-save link if they don't already send it to you, and ask for the link to your artist page on Spotify and Apple Music. But getting the direct link to your artist page will help you claim your profile, so then you can set it up before the music is released. And when the song comes out, people will be able to go to your page, and you'll have photos there, and a bio, and all that good stuff. Make sure you get that artist link from your distributor, and they can very easily walk you through the process of claiming your artist profile. But anyway, now that your release has been delivered to the platforms and everything for it has been finalized, you can publicly announce your release and begin promotion for it. Post on your social media accounts that you have a new release coming, and make sure to update all your social profiles. Profile photos, headers or banners or whatever, bios, post your pre-save link, and start thinking about supporting content that you can post to promote your release. Content. Teasers of the song, teasers of the music video, literally any kind of TikTok, reel, Instagram post, tweet, YouTube video, Facebook post, anything you can do to get your name, your face, and your music out there will help you. Also, make sure to update your smart link or your link tree or whatever nonsense like that you use. And if you don't use Linktree or something like that, you should be. But like I said, content. Outline your content strategy, make a posting schedule, film and edit things in advance, make it easy on yourself, so then all you have to do is press post. The next thing I want to talk about, which is becoming increasingly more important, is pitching to playlists, especially Spotify playlists. For playlists that are made by Spotify, there's a really easy thing you can do on your artist profile. There's a tab that says pitch, and you can pitch a song. I think you can only pitch 1 song from a release, which is stupid, but you can pitch an upcoming song to Spotify playlist curators, and doing it in advance ensures that they have time to actually look at your pitch. But when you pitch a song, it automatically gets placed in all of your followers. I think it's called the New For You playlist. Basically, if you have a Spotify account, all of the artists that you follow, when they have a new song come out, it automatically goes into this New For You playlist. But it also has the eligibility to be placed into Spotify curated playlists like New Music Friday, which is like the biggest playlist on Spotify. You're not guaranteed, but you're eligible. And you have to do that once the song has been delivered to the platform, but before it's released. You can't go back and pitch a song that's already released. You can also pitch to other playlist curators by using sites like SubmitHub, which you have to pay for. Actually, against Spotify's terms and conditions, to pay to get onto a playlist. But what sites like SubmitHub do is you're paying for the contact of the playlist curator, not necessarily for the playlist placement. Does that make sense? Also, a lot of times you can find playlist curators' contact info, like their email or their Instagram or something, and you can email them that you have an upcoming release or a new release or whatever. And like I said before, be precise, be formal, get swiftly to the point, don't sell yourself short, and do not hound people.
Clap on, clap off.
Do not hound people. Also a good idea to run interactive ads on Facebook and Instagram. Maybe like one the week before the release and another the week of the release. But do your own research on Facebook ads, please. Please. I can't stress that enough. And the last thing that I want to talk about comes after your release. Maybe a week after or even a month after your release. Doing a little evaluation / internal audit is a really good idea. Ask yourself how the release performed. How did the supporting social media content perform? Has my engagement gone up or down? Has my number of monthly listeners gone up or down? What should I continue to do for the future? What should I stop doing in the future, and what can I do better next time? Asking yourself questions like this is paramount to any sort of content creation / online marketing. So coming up with a strategy, even the most basic strategy you can think of, is going to be a lot more effective than just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping it sticks. And also remember, once your single or EP or album has been released, you can't just drop off the face of the earth and stop posting about it and stop giving a shit about it. Being consistent and maintaining presence and a reputation is how your subsequent releases are are also gonna do well. And I'm obviously not a professional at this. Everything I talked about in this video are things that I'm still learning and still trying to get better and still trying to fine tune. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped some of you. I know it was a lot of information to throw at you, but I covered the basic things you need to know to get your music out there. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that like button. Subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram, and you can check out all my music if you'd like. Those links are in the description below. Also have a PDF of all of this information that I'm going to leave a link to in the description, or I'm going to try to at least. I need to figure that out. I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. But I really appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.